YouTube faithful, what's going on? It is Wednesday, one day removed from Taco Tuesday, and we have 2 games, but only 1 cup. That's right, 2 games and 1 cup. It's gonna be cinema. These gents are playing to get to Vegas to win it all, to get the gold cup as pictured in that beautiful thumbnail. So bright, I had to wear sunglasses. Vision was there, execution a little bit difficult. I'm not much of an artist, but with that in mind, I am going to give you my favorite plays for today. It's going to be a short and sweet video today because there's not a lot of value on this board, and I'm also going to shell a comment guy, like everyone's favorite segment. Captain Crush shells comment guys. So if you're interested in booking and cooking, smash the like. It's poverty that I have to ask you guys to smash the like. You guys know the deal by now. YouTube's algorithm responds to likes, and that's it. So smash that like button like mama taught you right. I don't ask you for much. The videos are free. Know your role and pay the toll. And without further ado, let's get started. The very first thing that I am going to do is show you yesterday, because comment guy's getting shelled today and I can't wait. But for starters, this is the daily double that I gave you guys right here on this video, free of charge, no questions asked. All I ask you for is a freaking like, and I specifically told you Hartenstein 2.5 assists. I said it's likely he lands on 3. Even though I liked him at 3.5, his demon was in play, yada, yada, yada. I told you. Don't believe me? Play it back. I literally told you to pair it like this for 2.25x with your taco. Period. No exceptions. I don't care. Don't get cute. I gave you the answers to the test. Whatever you did with it after that, well, that's your own business. Cash that. And then in addition, I gave you guys my taco method. I told you, if you think Giannis is cashing that taco, you already got coin invested on him, go to the Goblin, which was 2 points lower, and take it with the hockey taco. And if he cashes one, he cashes both. You're minimizing your risk and maximizing your profit. Bang. As you can see, that is the taco method. Cash that. And I also gave you Luka's 8.5 rebounds. I told you could pair it up like that as well. Cash that. And then the play of the day, Chris Middleton's assist and Luka's 8.5 rebounds. These were my 2 favorite plays. I like their demons too, which both cash, but forget the demons. I told you. These were the 2 favorites, and I paired them up and cashed that too. Everything else is ancillary, okay? It's darts, anchors and darts. These 2 gents, anchors. Everything else, darts. Miss me. If you didn't have Chris Middleton anchored in everything and Luka's rebounds, well, then you did it wrong. So that's that. A lot of people got dubs yesterday using the method, okay? Oscar says the method. Exactly. Giannis, and he followed Hartenstein and Luka right here. I mean, I wasn't gatekeeping it, guys. I gave it away. Dilly got it. T-Dez used it. He said, thanks for the live stream and the course, the taco method. I also teach the second half method, Luka and Jalen Williams. How many of you in the YouTube universe took Luka under second half and Jalen Williams under second half because they had a bad first half? That's why you're on the deposit screen night after night. It's the exact inverse of that broken logic. Cash it up. Sweat free, actually. Old Watts decided to get in on the Gabi dance. We had Hartenstein's RA. He took Middleton's Gabi, Giannis Gabi, Suggs. We took Suggs' fantasy score as well. In fact, the live stream fantasy score slip went 3 of 4 because Luka's fantasy didn't get there. We should have just stuck with his rebounds. Lucky Tuna with a banger. Shai, Giannis, Middleton, Hartenstein, and Luka's rebounds. It was a plug play type day, guys. I had Clay's rebounds, Luka, Jalen Suggs, Hartenstein, Jalen Williams. He did it all. He took the Gobbies on the bumps. The lines got bumped, so he took the Gobbies and he cashed for his troubles. Look at Big Daddy. He put in 3 demons of the guys that I like. Middleton, Luka, rebounds. Cash it. Guys, the reason I'm going off about this is simple. And just so you're aware, Captain Slips tab was right here. 2.25x. And then I gave you Giannis and Luka's rebounds. Okay, I told you to use the method, and that is that. I said if you wanted Luka's first half PRA, you could. If you wanted to gamble, the rebounds was optimal. I talked about it on YouTube, gave it in the cord, gave you the projection sheets, and here's where I'm going with this. Now, I need you guys to see this because what you're looking at is low IQ and the lowest hanging fruit possible. This guy, in today's most poverty comment I could find, took your line and lost. Thanks, man, so much for helping me lose money. I don't know how I'd go broke with without you. First of all, his comment doesn't even make sense. Second of all, I can all but guarantee he's probably 22 years old or lower, because anyone that's a grown man that talks like this and would go back to a video and is absolutely just out of touch. And then look, these are all the plays I talked about that cashed on yesterday's YouTube video. Middleton, Luka, Giannis, Hartenstein, Kyrie, Suggs. So then he goes and says, Kyrie rebound assist did not cash. Neither did Wagner's Red Demon, which I specifically talked about Wagner's Red Demon assist being something you should stay away from because it's the most popular play in America. I said one lineup max if you were to take it. And then Gary Trent Demon he's crying about, which he got 2. And if you literally cry about missing demons on anything, you're the nut low in life. But here's the kicker. I could handle all this. It doesn't even matter. I could handle it all. But this is the type of person that leaves this type of comment. You ready for this? Because this is cinema. He's exactly who I thought he was. Maybe if you didn't talk so much and just gave us the lineup, I wouldn't skip through the video. So you keep making all types of suggestions. First of all, nothing he says makes sense. This is how I know he has no IQ, no anything, no education, no nothing. He's literally insignificant. The reason I'm bringing this to your attention, because I get comments like this all the time, is because a couple of things. One, if you're watching my videos and skipping through to just see what the picks are, I structure my videos purposefully to where you can't do that. One, I don't want you watching these videos just to skip through for picks. It's not my job for you to click that thumbnail and you just to be able to go and get picks and not watch the video. No, go find somewhere else that's going to do that so you can lose your coin. I hope you lose if you do that. Number 2, you can literally set the speed to 2x and get through it, or 1.5x and get through it in no time. And the reason I give explanations on why you should take plays both good and bad is because 60% or more of the people that watch my channel do stay to the end and they literally learn something. I'm here to teach you. I'm not here to spoon feed you on a YouTube video, bro. But you can see the unhinged nature of this guy. He's talking about all y'all YouTubers cap and mostly always losing. Yeah, bro, with your little 2K thinking that that's anything in life. I can't even renew my tag registration for $2,000 in 2024. So hit the road. Bro's talking to me like he's important because he won $2,000 or something. Like, brother, you're so far behind in the race, you actually think you're in the lead. And then the last piece of it is this. I'm still gonna gamble and keep my job. Your job is on YouTube and you barely get views. You're never getting a real paycheck off your vids unless it's like $7.24, broke surviving off YouTube checks. Nice read, buddy. Let's give it up for Zell539. He cracked the code. He's an absolute genius. He's calling me broke watching my videos for picks. I love it. Brother, you made the list. You made it. Thanks for the free content. Your parents are probably proud of you. And I would tip my cap to you if I could, but I'm not wearing one today. Now, sorry we had to go down that road where I had to highlight the poverty among you, but I want you guys to see what I have to deal with on a daily basis almost for providing free content on YouTube, okay? Like, it's cinema to me. It's cinema. For those of you that are plugged in, you watch the videos to learn something and you actually comment nice things and everything. I appreciate you guys. Keep doing the Lord's work and I'll keep showing up each and every day for you. But there is only 2 games today, so I had extra time. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this into content. I'm going to use his negativity into positivity for my sake. Whether you guys liked it or not, I thought it was hilarious. And in fact, it gave me a chuckle. So again, Zell, thank you, buddy. So now let's get into the cook. The first person we're going to have to talk about is Karl Anthony Towns, man, because where are we going with him? Like I said, it's going to be short and sweet. I'm giving you 3 that I like for Towns. A, 2.5 assists. B, 11.5 rebounds. And C, 21.5 points. It was 24.5 earlier. They've raised it up. And then 4 would be his points, rebounds, assists would be the last option. Now here's why. All right. Karl Anthony Towns is in an elite macro matchup facing the Hawks. Pace up spot, cup game, checks all the boxes. The one box it doesn't check is the spread. They're 7.5 point favorites. So that's why I'm going to have limited exposure to this game. And in fact, I'm going to be choosing Goblins for the most part. How do they win by 8 points? Likely Karl Anthony Towns goes off. Sure, the questionable activity and all that, my guess is he's going to be playing and he's going to be fine. His rebounds at 13, in my opinion, is too high. His assists, there's only a Goblin anyways. And his points at 25.5, I'm not going to take when I got it at 24.5 earlier. So let's check the market data. We can go over here to DG Fantasy, which I am hosting a live stream on how to use this to your advantage in the Discord this week. I will give you guys an announcement to make sure you can join join and get in the mix if you do want to get in there. A lot of you guys are starting to figure out that market data is key and important, getting the value on these lines. And if you're ready to get in on that, promo code CRUSH, 25% off your first month, and I give you 30 days of the cord so you can attend that live stream. I break it down. I use it every day in the live stream. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. But you can see here, nothing of value for Karl Anthony Towns. The closest thing is 13, and if you do want to take 13 rebounds, you're asking for 14. That's a tough sell regardless of who you're taking. Now, if we go look at his rebounds in his last 20, you can see that he's hit is in 7 of 10. The rebounds macro matchup is good, but against the centers, a micro matchup is not good. Good macro, bad micro. But a guy like Towns, the micro matchup isn't as important to me. If you look at the head-to-heads, he just played him on November 6th, and he grabbed 16 of those suckers. But most importantly, look at the rebound chances, 25. That is crazy. Potential rebounds of 25. So that is why I went and took the Goblin at 11.5. There is push equity here at 13, but I think it's more likely he's going to land on 12. So that's why I went there. But check this out really quick. If you take his rebounds with any random prop, let's say this was, you're getting 2.5. Well, you were getting 2.5x earlier when I gave it to the cord. Now it's at 2.25x. So they wised up a little bit and did that with the rebounds. The Goblin points is 2.25x now too. And then I believe his assist was 2.5x, but it probably is down to 2.25x now as well because they've moved everything. I knew that seemed a little bit too good to be true. Let's see. Yeah, they corrected it. So they were giving you 2.5x when I got it in. Lucky me. I did give it to you guys, those of you that are in the cord watching, but you can see they adjusted it. That value was huge. We were basically getting 2.5 times our money on good lines, rebounds, assists. So it's pretty much dealer's choice here which ones you want to do. The assist is also good. The same thing with the matchup applies. Last time they played, he only got 1. It's a bad micro matchup. Good matchup overall though. If you look at his last 10, he does get a lot of assists. That could have just been a fluke. We don't know. My favorite would probably be the rebounds. Now that they've corrected the payouts, I would probably think the rebounds would be best. I'm just using the PRA here as a placeholder, guys. Please understand that. And then last would be the Goblin. So the next person that I want to talk about is Chef Curry. And his RA line was at 10.5. They moved it to 11. I got all my value in early at 10.5. I also think his rebounds at 4.5 is okay, but look at this. In 10 of his last games, he's gone over in 9 of 10. You can't argue with that. This is literally Wagon City. Wagon City, man. 9 of 10? Go ahead and argue it. Go ahead and argue it. The only argument is he's due regression. And since he's due regression, you could fade it at 11, but even then, I think he's likely going to land on 11. If you look at the head-to-heads, it's only last season data, so we can throw it out. And if you look at the last 20, he's still 13 of 20. It's absolutely cinema. The rebound micro matchup is as good as it gets, but the assist bad. They're ranked 1 in allowing assists to point guards, unfortunately. But he's Curry. If he wants to dish, he's going to dish. He's matchup proof. The rebounds at 4.5 would also be okay. Even though it is last season, you could see he's gone over 4.5 each and every time they've met. And then in the last 10 games, he's had 4, 2, but look at the range of outcomes. 3 to 7. So the line's 4.5. It's right where it should be. 7, 6, 8, 11, 11. He does get a lot of rebound chances, guys. This is going to be a game they want to win. These are important games. The cup games, baby. So I don't mind it at all. I think that is something fine. And then if we did go look at the market data, it's all but surely going to be juiced under right now because he moved up to 11. Let's see. Yep. How'd I know? How'd I know, baby? When you use this thing every day, you can kind of get a feel for it. But you can see here the rebounds is still at 4.5, so you could pivot there, or you could just eat the bump, or you could do the third option and you could stop being poverty. You could take the slash line discount on Karl Anthony Towns. This is his Goblin on PrizePicks. So you literally are getting a taco on this site right now. Parlay play, and then looky, Captain Crush is gonna give a hookie because Curry is at 10.5 for a full payout, baby. Let's go. Captain Crush, I just gave you the hookie. I'm giving you the formula right here. Curry and Towns discount 3x. You got no reason. Look at the max bet. I can rip $1,600 on this if I want to, fam. There ain't no limit on this. So use code CRUSH, KYR, which stands for Know Your Role. You're going to get your deposit match. The link's in the description. You're going to get 30 days of the cord. I've given out 15 of these in the last week. Free trials for signing up. You're going to get discounts. You're going to get better lines. And you're getting 3.1x, which is even better than PrizePicks Standard 2, man. You can't beat it with a stick. And it ain't just Curry. There's other lines that are just as good as well. Looking for a guy like Trae Young's turnovers? Well, you could literally find him right here on Parlay Play, because why not? They got it at 4.5 if you wanted to dibble and dabble with Mr. Young. I don't know if I'm going to take his turnovers today because the New York Knicks actually don't force a lot of turnovers, unlike my OKC Thunder, which bang, they shelled the Mavs last night just like I said they would, Mudbone. Get bent. It's always the Thunder. We're the number one team in the West. We're the number one defensive team. We're the number one turnovers force. We're the number one at all. We cook, and we don't even have Chet in, so I'm putting the entire West on notice. Nobody can touch us, and if you don't like it, don't take my word for it. I'm just repeating what Charles Barkley said last night on TNT Insider, so you can take it up with Barkley. How do you like me now, baby? Let's go. OKC Thunder. We're coming for your team, fella, and we're shelling them. So there's that. This is the priority 2-man. However, you could mix and match whatever you want. You could add a couple of these. Remember, the links in the description. Use it and then send Crush an email. I got your back like a shirt. But then since we're over here on PrizePicks, because everybody wants to know, whoa, what are we doing with PrizePicks? Let's see if there's anything else before I hit the road, because the value is slim pickings today, which is why that live stream is going to be surgical like it always is. It's going to be very important that you're there. Buddy Hield, 2.5 3-pointers made for the man, the myth, the legend, Buddy friggin' Hield. Do you want to go to Buddy Hield? Do you want your night to depend on Buddy Hield? My brothers and sisters in Christ, I will leave that to you to decide. I'm not sure how I feel about taking Buddy Hield on anything. And then you can see here, Trae Young, 14.5 RA. It's always going to be in the mix. I don't know if I want to go to it today, but it could be absolutely in the mix. Jalen Johnson, you got to consider him. You got to consider him on a slate like this. His lines are super, super high, but this is what I think would be in play for Jalen Johnson. 1.5 3-pointers made, limited exposure. I'm talking 1 to 2 lineups max. His 2.5 turnovers, which they don't have it on here anymore, but that's in play. Again, it's on Parlay Play. And then probably his defensive rebounds. Even though he gets offensive rebounds, I would probably go to his defensive rebounds today or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Again, live stream. I liked his rebounds at 9. They moved it. His RA, where is his RA? It's going to be super high. 14.5 minimum if it's even still on. Yeah, they took his RA off the board, but that would be in play. Again, you could get it at Parlay Play. I don't even know why I waste time with PrizePicks right now, dude, because it's freaking cinema how much stuff they leave off the board because they're so freaking greedy. It's insane how greedy they are, y'all. I mean, God forbid you lose a couple points of value because you gave a good line out. God forbid. You can see right here, Jalen Johnson's RA at 13.5 is on Parlay Play. That's not bad. This would give you almost 5x. I think that's crispy. And then, like I said, Trae Young's RA is always in play, but you have to understand with Trae Young, guys, he's either masterclass or disaster class. He doesn't have a mid-range. He's either full-blown masterclass or full-blown trash class. You guys decide what you're going to do with Trae Young. I'm not telling you to put coin on Trae Young, but I could absolutely see him getting his RA because I know what he's capable of. I'm telling you, I know what he's capable of. But for me, it's Curry and Towns tonight on Parlay Play. I think that's the move. Sometimes you're not always going to have 100 picks, even 5 picks that you could sit there and look at and be like, oh yeah, these are great. There's really nothing sticking out to me that really makes a lot of sense. Maybe Mikal Bridges, more 1.5 turnovers. Let's take a look at that. It's a pace up spot, so I figure he's going to be playing at a faster pace, which would allow for more turnovers. I think that would be fine. I'd have to check my projection model on that, but it's slim pickings right now, fam. I mean, unless you just wanted to trust the fantasy scores with one market data, but I'm not really interested in going there. Again, market data will flip before lock like it always does in the crunch time. So get in that live stream and you go to CaptainCrush.net. You know the drill, the gold package. Get off the fence. Get yourself a Christmas present. Come join the winning team. Come join Crush. It's right here, $24.99. You guys saw the comment guy, right? He called me broke, so I need you guys to sign up. I'm joking, bro, but you should sign up regardless. I provide all the value you can eat. Call Captain Crush Golden Corral, man, because for 25 bucks, you get 30 days of all you can eat buffet. I do projection sheets that look just like this for NFL, NBA. I give you my slips, which I showed you earlier right here. You can see they're posted for you to tail. I give you a daily prop list so you can mix and match. I host live streams 6 days a week. I have the fantasy point per minute tool. I got role members doing slips. Heck, Goal Locks gave a variation of my slip yesterday and it went 5 of 5. I had Goal over 4.5 crash outs and he sold. He didn't hit and I thought thought it was a free square. I thought he was going to crash out, but his lineup cashed. Shout out to Goal Locks. He gets his flowers. He cashed the cord. You love to see it. Even a guy like Goal Locks can cash and crush his crew. You love to see it. And the last person that I'm going to talk about is Dyson Daniels. I think you could dibble and dabble with his 3.5 blocks and steals. He is a lockdown defender, a coffin corner, whatever you want to call the man. And Jalen Brunson's known to turn it over a time again or two. You dig? You feel me what I'm saying? It is slim pickings, y'all. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm spitballing here, but you could maybe go back to Clint Capella. It looks like his RA is finally down to where you could dibble and dabble with it. The problem with Clint Capella is he gets gate kept. He's only playing a few minutes. So like his RA at 10 seems kind of like it would be okay. But again, like I'm telling you, he gets gate kept. So you got to decide what you want to do there. And also, I think Clint Capella less 1.5 dunks would be okay. But I know if I take less on 1.5 dunks tonight, he's going to get 5 because that would just be cinema, wouldn't it? So we will talk about everything else. Like I said, light video today. My favorite 3 plays. My favorite plays are on parlay play. I'm not really interested too much in prize picks today. Use code CRUSH, get that discount. Use code CRUSH on DG. It's CRUSH everywhere. The links are in the description. You get 30 days. I'm doing it all. I'm doing the Lord's work. All I need you guys to do is smash that like button so I can show comment guy what's up. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.